Well, we often hear how crucial it is to make our voice heard and make sure that our vote is counted.
But a minor mistake with the absentee ballots can mean that your vote ends up in the wrong spot. Tonight, Fox 17 problem solver Ryan Cummings explains what's happening at drop boxes around West Michigan.
The Secretary of State here in Michigan says that there are still more than 1 million absentee ballots that are out. They have not been turned in yet. So since we're less than 2 weeks away from the election, she says do not mail them. Instead, bring them to one of these secure drop box locations or your local clerk's office. But you have to make sure you're using the right one.
Walker City Clerk Sarah Beidelek empties the city's ballot drop box twice a day. She sometimes finds ballots that were not supposed to be dropped off to her office.
So as a city clerk, we take that responsibility in delivering it personally to the correct jurisdiction.
On Wednesday, after her shift, she delivered several to their correct locations. These 4 were supposed to go to Grand Rapids, Plainfield Township, and Talmadge Township.
On election day, it's really hard for us to actually manually drive to these other jurisdictions and get these ballots to the right places.
It's an issue affecting several clerks in Michigan. There are 30 jurisdictions in Kent County, meaning at least 30 drop boxes. So it's important to make sure that you're using the right one.
In addition to assisting voters, our election workers are already swamped, and it's only going to continue getting busier.
That's why the Kent County Clerk's Office has decided to hire 4 to 6 Election Day runners to make sure ballots end up in the right spot. Those positions paid for using federal money from the CARES Act.
There has been a huge push this year for absentee voting, and we are seeing a massive influx of absentee ballots this year.
The pandemic also played a role in that, and voters when they passed Proposal 3 in 2018. It changed the state law so that anyone in Michigan could vote absentee without providing a reason. People can submit their absentee ballots 3 ways: mailing them in, dropping them off at the clerk's office, or using the secure drop box.
However, it's really important that voters use the drop box in the jurisdiction that they're registered in. And we know that with so many absentee voters, so much going on right now, we're already seeing ballots being placed in drop boxes in areas that those voters aren't registered in.
And it's already happening all over the county.
And so we're getting ballots put in, for voters in Grand Rapids Township, put in drop boxes in Grand Rapids City, for example. We, technically that vote has to get to their local clerk before, for that vote to be counted.
Clerks like Beidelek are happy to help, even if it means running around on their own time.
So it's great that Kent County is stepping up to actually help deliver these ballots to the right jurisdictions and get them to the correct jurisdictions so that every vote can be counted.
And you can find all of these drop box locations in Kent County by heading online to kentcountyvotes.com. You can also go to fox17online.com and click on this story where you can put in your address and find every single drop box in the state. Reporting for Problem Solvers, I'm Ryan Cummings, Fox 17 News.
Ryan, thanks. And whether it's ballot or polling issues or another problem you'd like help looking into, you can call the Fox 17 Problem Solvers at the number there on your screen, or you can send an email or join the group on Facebook.